What's up, my peoples? How are you this fine Saturday? So, I want to do a reading with Nostradamus. See if I can connect to his energy and check into his predictions and see what I get. So, with any prediction, let alone 400 years, you have influence of many people and free will with any prediction. So when you're talking predictions of 400 years, you're going to be off. Highly considered one of the greatest seers ever. Many skeptical of others, like Edward Casey and Sylvia Brown and others per se. But his energy is highly prevalent. And what's most important is the work by Dolores Cannon. She started something that's the awakening kind of thing. Bringing out things that no predictor could have brought out. And her work was very important for the awakenings, the ascensions, the growth. And her work continues through Alba Weinman, if you haven't checked her out. Using these hypnosis techniques to bring out past lives and information that's very important, because we are going through a change. We are going through a movement that is higher than we even know. So we talk, or others talk about the third dimension, the fourth dimension, the fifth dimension. In this ascension, many spiritual guided ones will move into that fourth dimension, that higher tapped energy of source that brings us closer to heaven, love, and understanding. And those that reject will stay in that third dimension on earth. But many, many more are understanding this dimension and receiving this information. Her Dolores Cannon's work with ETs, UFOs, understanding of the past lives, and how history and the evolvement of the planet and everything helps bring that higher consciousness and understanding to those who seek it out. And we get to understand that this higher evolvement, this higher consciousness is a preparing for the future, a greater future. And it's happening. And what my senses get is that it started like more so in like 2012. So we go back to the Mayan calendar. The world was supposed to end in December of 2012. That was not the case. It was the beginning, right? It was the beginning of this higher consciousness coming to many. And this shift is coming full circle with this presidency. This presidency has been predicted by Nostradamus and this great plague. There was the other in was it Spanish flu? But this one is almost worse, in a sense that it's been purported to not stop it by this false prophet we have in the White House, which leads to the predictions of 3 Antichrists by Nostradamus. When people look back at his predictions, they're interpretations by people. And they say that one of the Antichrists, which by meaning is rejecting religion and being false. Not meaning that they're the devil per se. The Antichrist is being false within Christianity, right? It's not believing in Christianity, in faith, but using it as a weapon. People say that one of them is Napoleon. My senses and feelings are no. One is definitely Hitler. Hitler is the original Antichrist. Truly evil. And my senses believe that the other 2 Antichrists are Vladimir Putin and Donald Trump. they use that faith as a weapon. And are false. And these people all meet their demise. They all meet their demise. It is said that Nostradamus predicted the fall of these people. That I think they were saying this year or next year, Putin will meet his demise by someone in his circle poisoning him or something. And my feelings are yes, but 400 years ago, right? He's off by a few years. I think that's within 3 years. And he also predicted that the trumpet will fall to a great disease, which I do believe, and with my readings, are true. Other things he predicted are that eventually continents and will fall into the sea. Well, in a sense, he's right. Like Dolores Cannon was showing like maps of how the continents will go down with sea level. But we can already see this happening. Like in Florida, per se. Ground is either shrinking or the oceans are rising, coming inward. Houses have to be built on stilts. And we can see we're losing ground. So, 5,000, 10,000 years, eventually some of that will happen. But I don't believe to the proportionate of losing like a third of our land. He also predicts massive earthquakes and shifts in land because of these earthquakes. Not this year, not next year, but very possible in the next 10 years. Wherever those, what do you say, tender places of the plates and huge earthquakes very well could cause shifts in the land masses and cause water to rise because of these shifts. So we can only determine where these tender areas are. We'll have to see. So let's just throw a few cards quick on these 3 Antichrists. See what they say before I go a little deeper, maybe. Are the 3 Antichrists predicted by Nostradamus, Trump, Putin, and Hitler? Here's the false prophets, Seven of Swords. Four of Cups. It feels like the illusions of what they bring out. Seven of Pentacles, using a plan. Five of Wands, distractions. Six of Swords. Another issues card. Moving in a direction that they so desire. Page of Wands. Bringing out their messages. Eight of Pentacles. Working on a plan. Working on that false prophecy. More illusions. The Moon. It feels like being sick in the head to create the own demise of people and programming. Queen of Swords. That message. The message to bring that conflict. Wheel of Fortune. So I believe those three are the Antichrists that Nostradamus predicted with that Wheel of Fortune. And the Moon. Bringing it all together. The messages. All these cards are not good cards to say they're not. Bring these messages full circle. Those messages of these people are not love. They're not wholesome. They lead to the demise of people. Another thing Nostradamus predicts is the change of religion. Back to the source that Jesus created. The love of Christianity. The love of God. And the message is there. Because over time there has been these false prophets, we have money, we have the evangelicals, which are going down now too. The Catholic Church has went awry with abuses. If you ever read anything, you understand. With the boys and the nuns and the lies within the Catholic Church. And that has begun that change with that coming out. And now we have like Falwell getting called out. And people understanding that these fake churches are for greed and power. That shift has happened. And I believe we're heading in that direction. Where the majority of people will believe in the true meaning of Christianity again. Because this cabal of rich, power, greed, being chained to the devil kind of thing will fall into the ashes with this whole scenario that's come upon us of this Trump administration and everyone involved with this man around the world. corruption will be prosecuted, corruption will be seized. It's all part of what Nostradamus has predicted. Albeit with any guided prediction, you have free will. Spirit's time is not human time. Nostradamus will always be the true source of prediction. But it's the people that try to interpret what he has said that is false. With every prediction, you need to look beyond the direct meaning, the direct content. So let's per se, you give a reading to a man, and the reading comes out that, and he asks, will I get divorced? And will I have custody of my child? And the prediction is, no, you will not get divorced. And yes, you'll have custody of your child. But the question's like, the man is like, well, everything is bad. My wife truly wants a divorce. No. The answer is, no, you will have custody of your child. You will not get divorced. But then a month later, the man gets on an airplane with his friend. The airplane crashes. The man does not get divorced. But death has separated that union. And then a year later, the child passes away from a disease. Now in heaven, the father has custody. So you see, predictions aren't exact and whole, because free will, because how they're interpreted, change things. Such in the case of my future son-in-law that passed 4 months ago. My guided angels said my daughter and him would break up after my daughter got her job as a nurse. 10 days after she got her job, my future son-in-law passed away in an accident. The death was not to be known, but the separation was. So the interpretation is part of the prediction. Got it? So, Nostradamus also predicted put something out there about that this election, when he mentioned this trumpet, he puts it out there about a trumpet in this election not being what it's supposed to be. in my senses and feeling is that this election is all that it does not seem. It isn't standard. So in Nostradamus' predictions, how does this election fall out? Some predict that Trump is reelected within his predictions through his, what do you call it? I forgot now. His transcribes, but they were called something different. Oh my god. Quadrats? Something like that. Sorry. But if some who interpreted that he's reelected, doesn't mean there's not a change. Meaning, my prediction long ago was that Hillary would be the first president of the United States woman. Technically, she was. Russian interference and whatnot, but gave us Trump. Same thing. It could be that Trump is illegally elected again. And then it's found out that through interference again and delays that he wasn't. But Nostradamus also pointed out to the fact that Trump will have a mysterious disease, this person. But also, he described this person and how they were educated and where they came from, and it was in the Middle East or something, you know, but that doesn't describe Trump. So is this off, in a sense? My senses are saying this is the person he's describing. But the aspects of who this person is off. And they also talk about 666. It's a funny connection that Jared bought a building that's addressed as 666. So there's a connection. There's so many predictions, there's so many things that Nostradamus put in those quadrats. I'll just look it up. Okay, they're called quatrains. Poetic writings. So let's see if I can tap into this without the cards. Because I don't sense I can, like, channel Nostradamus. It's not there. I asked and I tried and it's not there. I'm not sure why. I think I'll just meditate quit and see if I can get something. Okay. What I'm feeling and getting is that Nostradamus is at such a high vibrational level, or his spirit, that it almost can't be accessed. It's like he's almost a god. That's what I'm getting and feeling. But I was told I can use the cards. So, which deck? Okay, here in this one. So I'll try to connect with my guides to higher source with the energy of Nostradamus. Feeling that can work. The 2020 November 3rd election. What can this energy tell us? I'm seeing the sun. Illumination. Heartfelt. There's actually a lot of positive energy. Many changes will happen prior and after. Overall energy, someone's going to be going down. Could be 45, could be Joe, could be both. But the overall energy is the Four of Swords. Decision on the president with the Emperor. Nine of Swords is the conflict within the people. Also bedridden, but a lot of conflicts. A lot of bad energy. It could also mean the protests. So there may be protests happening around the election. Ace of Cups, that's what makes me feel like when I was seeing the sun, when I was seeing the heart. There will be a lot of loving energy from this election coming up. Overflowing. Ace of Wands, there will be a new direction in this election. Ace. Someone will be imprisoned from this election. The King of Pentacles. It will be the one who considers himself the King of Pentacles. Imprisoned, King of Pentacles. The High Priestess. There are angels surrounding the other. There are also angels working on this plan. So never fear. Because now we have the home card. The family. So we have action of imprisonment around the King of Pentacles. Angels and others working. The High Priestess on the family. Knight of Wands. Those are messages. Those are people working on the family. Investigations on the family. I gotta pause quick. Okay. So this Knight is steady, preparing to take action. So that would mean investigations. The Chariot. This is telling me action will happen prior to this election on the family. Four of Pentacles. To me, it is always like a group working on things. And here I'm getting FBI. Something's happening quickly with the FBI. They're challenged. Five of Swords. So the Five of Swords is change, struggle, and defeat. Swords are the issue cards. So we can expect change coming from the FBI. Gonna happen quickly. So I'm at 10 cards. 3 more. Seven of Cups, Magician, and the Fool. Seven of Cups is that illusions, delusions. Everything is not as it seems. Everything up to this election is not standard. The Magician. There are people working on this situation. Ones that know everything. And there will be a new change with that Fool. The Magician has everything. Has the information. Has the power to take action. Has the confidence. Has the will. And he looks very serious about it. The Fool is playful. The Fool is carefree. The Fool doesn't know what's coming. The Fool is not aware. Let me scoop this up and do another throw. Okay. Through this current energy. What will happen November 3rd? Will the election happen as recorded on date? Okay, the overall energy is the King of Pentacles. Many people working on it to make it right. Whoa. Hierophant. So to look at that. Sun, illumination. Temperance. The Lovers. The Hermit. Holy cow. I was told to pull off the bottom. 5 majors in a row. Page of Pentacles. Page of Swords. 2 of Cups. King of Swords. I think it's going to go off. Wow. I mean, with this energy I'm trying to keep up with, I kind of feel it that it's making me weak. I can feel it in my chest where it's like, it's almost like I can't handle the energy of tapping in with Nostradamus, but with these cards coming out, with this energy, the King of Pentacles is the decision for the new president. We have higher sources rectifying this situation. We have the planets, astrology, and illumination of things helping with this election. And then we have temperance and love. Temperance is finding that balance. It's holding steady, finding that peace. The Lovers, heaven and earth. The Hermit. It feels like not one person, but many taking that step back and looking and saying, how can we make sure this is rectified? And then we have 2 pages. The page of Pentacles, coins, is the vote, the ballot. Page of Swords is the preparing for the election. Here's your union. The 2 of Cups is your loyalty, your union to democracy. You have spirit, you have transference of the cups, and then you have the educated minds making this happen. Now I'm told to grab from the top. Documents, King of Cups, and money. 3 of Pentacles, working on things. Working on how to make with that King of Swords, making peace, making it happen, educated, making the election to go off properly. King of Cups, 10 of Pentacles, and then ending. So according to this, the sense of balance will return prior to the election. This chaos, because we have everything balanced at the end with the King of Cups, Ten of Coins in the ending. This chaos ending should end to make the election go. So I'm going to shuffle again and come right back. Okay. Shuffle. November 3rd election. Will there be chaos? Will there be delays? Will the results go to the Supreme Court or courts and challenged? Three of Swords. Could mean it. We'll see. We have Strength. We have Six of Pentacles, Help. We have the Star of Hope. Four of Cups. Eight of Wands. Page of Cups. Seven of Pentacles. Eight of Pentacles. One, two, three. To me, it feels like heartbreak, loss, and struggles is diverted. Strengths. The Star. Six of Pentacles, assistance. To avert. We have the struggles we're currently going through. That Four of Cups. Eight of Wands working together quickly to bring in new hope with the Page of Cups. Again, we have this King of Swords, this creative, smart minds coming together to change things, working on it with the Seven of Pentacles, trying to bring that tree together. Eight of Pentacles, so working on it, working up to avert the catastrophe. Oh my Lord, catastrophe that could. Whoa. To avert that badness. 9 and 10. And the Four of Wands, which could be the arguing. Because then, and we have the Queen of Swords and the Chariot. So the possibilities are there, though, with those and the four, these three together. But with the other ones there, you're working at it to avert the heartbreak. King and Queen of Swords, male and female, working together to avert this problem. And the Chariot's a good one. So from this energy I'm getting is that there may be a few issues, but it's not that someone It's not that he's there. 45's there to create all this conflict. It's more of making sure the count is right and making sure that interference wasn't done. That's the chaos. It's like checking your boxes and checking it twice. It really doesn't feel like what I'm getting here is that it's, months delay and court cases and things like that. So let's just get off that. Nostradamus said there would be a World War III. But with free will and everything, and now there's a change coming to remove these autocrats and rich people destroying democracies and worlds and dictators, right? I feel like the free will has averted World War III now, with help from above, in this current situation. So let's see what the cards say with this energy here. Has a World War III been averted? I heard yes. If there is a World War III, it might be between new planets, like in Star Trek, fighting the Klingons. That might be the next World War III, but will there be a World War III on Earth? Queen of Swords, Nine of Swords, Queen of Pentacles, Nine of Pentacles. I don't think so. Queen of Swords, Nine of Swords. So there are issues around the world, of course. Queen of Swords is more feeling like a nurturer or a person that diverts problems. It's not tyrannical. And then right next to it you have a Queen of Pentacles. That's feeling like the Earth Mother. Nine of Pentacles, bringing things together, bringing a balance throughout the Earth with teamwork and partnerships here and abroad. Moving on in a different direction. King of Cups and people working together with the Knight of Swords. It doesn't feel conflicts. I don't feeling that there will be a World War III. And the last thing, I think someone decoded in the quatrains that there would be a new king in England. There was a prediction for a new king in England. And I did a reading on it before, but I mean, this energy, trying to connect with Nostradamus the best I can. And my other readings, I felt it would be next year maybe. A new king. Because basically the queen's in charge now, right? Okay, we have burdens going on now. Carrying a lot of burdens. A lot of wands in the back. We have cooperation. Some joy coming in. Four of Wands. That current king has kind of stepped back, but it also shows a child in there. High Priestess. Intuition. A nurturer, guided for change. Fate, Wheel of Fortune, things coming around. So I think there's a new king coming in. An ending to a current situation with death. There will be action coming. Knight of Wands, younger messenger. The Fool, a new journey. Chariot. Someone else taking charge. Someone else at the helm. Four of Pentacles. Removing the devil. So that feeling like change to me. There's the devil coming in. And the Five of Wands. So it feels like a little bit of infighting. But there will be change coming. And it's showing younger energy. So possibly Prince William next year takes over. That's what it feels like. That prediction should be coming through. Got the High Priestess and Wheel of Fortune dropping in together. Nurturing change coming from above. A lot of chaos going on with that start with the burdens. The Ten of Wands carrying a lot of issues there, so things aren't always peachy in the UK world. Anything else? Financial crisis. 2008 was the last bad financial crisis. The stock market is propped up. I'm going to putting crap in there. Will a financial crisis be averted? 2020, 2021. Stocks, housing, banking. Nostradamus predicted at some point here that there could be a huge financial crisis again. We had the Depression. We have 2008. The worst ones, anyway. Will it come around 12, 13 years later? Bottom page of Cups, we got New Hope. Eight of Swords, the first one. It feels like the current situation is not good. Six of Pentacles, help coming in. Adjustments. Seven of Pentacles, moving up. trying to grab those coins, those tangibles. Knight of Pentacles, people helping in the situation. We're talking about money here, financials. The Chariot's a good sign. Fate, Wheel of Fortune, things coming full circle. So we got a bad situation going. 6 and 7 and Knight of Pentacles moving upward. A Chariot and a Wheel of Fortune together. Chariot would be moving on a different direction. Wheel of Fortune would be faded. Huge change. The Lovers would definitely bring balance, strength. So I think it's averted. Knight of Swords, people working on the issue. Preparing. Page of Swords. 5 of Cups. Won't be easy. The Hermit. The Hermit is looking into a different direction. 5 of Cups are emotional challenges. That's towards the end. But everything else shows that a financial crisis is averted. Wheel of Fortune is also gaining rewards. Cycles, phases, astrological phases, changes. Chariot is balance, taking things head on. The Lovers is a balance. The Lovers is stability. Strength is stability. Knight of Swords, Page of Swords, preparing, working on things. So I don't see the financial crisis happening. God. Can we get any message? Any message? Any message from above right now? The challenges are hard. The challenges are great. Leave your faith to the guided ones from above. And know that democracy is greater than plutocracy. The symbols or fate are not always written in stone. There are greater things at work, and find peace that challenges will be erased at the proper time. There's no reason to distress in the current environment. Know that change is among us, and angels, and hard-working, persons of higher order will create action to rectify the situation. You're not alone. We understand the struggles and the trials and the deceit. For time is no essence in creating the balance. Lest you know that the dark side of the world will not prevail. Have faith, be loved. That's it. Alright, I hope you found this interesting. Hopefully we'll see you tomorrow on Coffee Talk with Debbie and Andrea. Okay, time to get ready for a dinner date. There's a lot of energy. Whether you believe it or not, it felt like I had a lot of energy. Alright. Thank you for being here. Bless you all. Blessings to all the readers. Blessings and love to people struggling in these trying times. Financially, emotionally. We will get through this together. Believe it and faith. The ascension is coming. The awareness is coming. Prosperity is coming.